welcome to Third Eye Weekly, brought to you by AT&T. I'm your host, Zach.
I'm your host, Lisa.
On today's show, we're going to be doing a little bit of a continuation of some of the themes we discussed last week during holiday week in regards to sustainable solutions and sourcing for produce especially. So it's New Year's week, and we're turning over a new leaf, both figuratively and quite literally. A lot of people go to the grocery store and they'll pick through the produce that's available, and they'll only grab, let's be honest, most of us do this, the things that look freshest and like they're in the best condition. But because of this, a lot of food is wasted every year in America, and we're going to be talking with a couple of great hosts that are going to talk to us about this issue.
Yep, we'll be talking with Evan Haslett, who is an ugly food enthusiast at Imperfect Produce, which is a great service that allows people to get ugly produce delivered to their homes instead of going to waste. And Evan actually pointed out that 1 in 5 produce gets wasted completely because they don't meet this beautiful cosmetic standard that grocery stores hold. When you're going through the grocery store, do you look at the cosmetics at all, or do you love picking out the ugly ones, or do you need to have a perfect apple?
I mean, you have the choice, so why not pick the one that looks best? That's my opinion. I mean, I understand that it's unfortunate that a lot of produce gets wasted because we are picky, but if you have the choice to pick something that looks like it's fresher or in better condition, I mean, I'm not gonna pick like a rotten apple over an apple that doesn't have any bruises on it, because I have to pay for the apple and I want the apple to be an apple.
Sure, but I guess one counterpoint to that is that even if it's a bruised apple, you can still use it for so many other things. You can make apple pie, there's a lot more that you can use it for just besides its cosmetic looks and how you can just eat it on hand.
True. Well, my argument to that is then the people who work at the grocery store should separate the apples into the bruised apples and the regular apples. So that way, all the moms that are walking around that want to make apple pie can go straight to the bruised apple rack, and it'll be easy. Bam, there you go. You took care of all those apples, the ugly ducklings that no one else is going to choose. Mm-hmm. And I understand the ugly duckling thing is like a fable, and it transfers to a lot of different things in life. But when it comes to eating, it doesn't for me. But I do understand and appreciate that we're trying to conserve and not just needlessly waste things. And I think a thing that contributes to that, which we'll talk to Evan about, is the labels that are put on food in regards to their fresh dates. Mm-hmm. Fresh by, used by. A lot of these aren't even FDA regulated. They're merely subjective, and the companies or suppliers who are providing those products want the consumers to enjoy them at their maximum freshness rather than the food's gonna go bad at this point. Mm-hmm. So if we listen to those labels, we're just gonna be throwing out tons of food before it's bad.
Yeah, well, I think at the end of the day, the consumer should be aware of what these arbitrary rules are put on by the grocery store and just change the way their habits are so that we don't lose and waste food.
Yeah, well, it's a new year for great new habits.
Great new habits. Absolutely. Check out Third Eye Weekly.